Okay guys, it's time for accessories. We do a lot of accessories at the dealership. There's a lot on this unit. We wanted to take the time and walk you through a lot of the things that you can get through CFMOTO or that we do here in-house on really any side-by-side, but in particular our CFMOTO customers. So we're gonna start at the front. CFMOTO front bumper. There's a lot of aftermarket front bumpers out there. This CFMOTO one is very popular for us. I quite enjoy the look of it. So that's a really big popular option we see a lot of guys go to. And of course the light bar, everyone's adding a little bit of extra light. That's something we do in-house here. Camera. This unit has a front and rear camera for the rear view mirror. So we're starting to see more and more guys put these options on their side-by-sides. And now keeping it on the front of the unit, extra rock lights. So there's a little pod light here and a pod light there that we do. And that's something, again, we do in-house. Window tint and ceramic window tint is really, really popular. So with the ceramic, what it does is stops the ultraviolet light. So as you can see on this window, this front window's done, the side windows, the back windows are done. You don't have to go very dark and still stop the UV light from getting in there and baking your cab out. If you're a person that likes to do any fall riding or night riding, the one downside to window tint is you gotta go really dark if you do the regular tint, and then at night you can't really see outside. So ceramic window tint is very popular. Cab lights, just a little extra add-on, you know, kind of like your truck in that. You can configure them, and we've had customers ask us to do different patterns with their cab lights, but that is another cool feature that this unit has on it. Now, tires, there's so many tires out there, but 32 is our most popular tire option customers going with. Gives us a little more ground clearance. I like the nice squareness on this tread. This is my favorite tire that we seem to do. And then still keeping it in here, a little cool wow factor, rock lights. This unit's got rock lights in every fender. There's 3 in this fender here. There's some underneath the belly in the rear fender. You can dress it up. This is an RGB one, so you can do single color. You can get it to pulsate. You can get it to strobe, fade, whatever you want. That little handheld controller lets you do it all. So we're gonna stay on the outside still before we get on the inside. Nerf bars, again, another CFMOTO option. It's really nice. 32-inch tires, raises it up. You get a nice little step into the cab, and if you're a little shorter, hey, a little help in is never an issue. Bringing it back to the back. The rear pod lights, all on independent switches. We can wire them in, or we can wire them in all on one switch that we do for them. So it gives you a nice kind of 360-degree lighting. We use this lots on our farm just because when it's at harvest time, it's dark early, we've got a lot of extra light. You'll never complain about too much light. So keeping on the outside, let's get into the back. CFMOTO rear bumper. We do that lots of times for guys. Now, a little nice touch that we do additionally here at the dealership is rear lights in the cargo box. So we have 3 lights here and 3 lights there. So again, when it's at night or early morning, anytime it's gonna be dark outside, we've got a little switch here, push the button and you can turn them on and off. So if you have something in your cargo box and need that little extra light, you can just turn it on. And of course, the Highland comes with 12-volt power right there too, so you can keep something plugged in if you need it. Another added on option from the factory, CFMOTO doesn't put a little splash guard in here. So we have a nice little splash guard protector to keep some of the mud and grime, and if you're on gravel, the rocks and everything out from underneath getting into where your clutches are. Other option that this unit has, we do a lot on our farm with being out again in the stubble where you're dealing with chaff, everything like that. You get build up and you could possibly have a fire. So we put a heat shield on there. So just one less place for all that grime to kind of hang up underneath the side-by-side. You've got exhaust right there. So we like to cover that up as well. So that's just some of the stuff that this thing has on the outside. So hopefully I didn't forget anything because this thing has a lot. But let's go around and we'll check out what we did on the inside. So first thing that I really like, because we're in and out of ours a lot, hydraulic shock. So now when I want to enter the side-by-side, open the door, let go, I can walk in. Floor mats. We see a lot of guys really asking for this around wintertime. Now this one's a little dirty because it is muddy outside and all that, but it's a great way to show off the floor mats. Just like your vehicle, when it does get dirty and if you want to keep things clean, you just pull the floor mats out, clean them. adds another layer of protection for, you know, R value for insulation, and even a little sound deadening, which is always nice. Inside the unit now, heated seats. So this is a factory option you can get through CFMOTO. So this seat here is heated, and so is this, directly into your touchscreen. So you can just hit the switch and stay warm during the winter time. Coming inside, everyone always says, if you've read up on these, oh, I don't have an interior light. So something we do in-house at the dealership is we can wire in an interior light. So right here, push of a button, there's a light on the back and a light on the front that you can just easily wire in. So we can do that on any side-by-side, doesn't matter the brand. Cool factor. So driving around at night, windows are a little tinted. Let's say you go a little too dark with your tint, it's hard to see outside and you want some little interior light. So we've put in this unit some nice little blue lights inside. So yeah, it makes it look cool. But the great thing about a colored light is it doesn't reflect like a white light. So it's easy to drive around with the lights on inside the side-by-side, so anyone else who's riding with you can see if they needed to pick their phone up or grab their water, anything like that, you can now see inside. And then we talked about on the outside, so that rear view camera. So here's a rear view camera that we like to use. So it's got front and rear. So all we do is we swipe. So there's my front. I've got my box down right now, so it's showing the ground. That's our split screen, so front and rear. And then I can also go the other way, and there's my rear, just because my box is down right now. So there you can start seeing it's changing. So super popular option. Guys really like it if you're going in a tight space and parking. Now you can see behind you, just like your vehicle, or in front. And then on the toggle switches, everyone's like, well, where are we gonna put all our switches? Well, the great thing with CFMOTO is they give you a little switch bar up here that you can add. So we've added all of our lights into this switch panel up here. So it looks clean, looks like it should have been there from factory. And then another thing, I know I keep going, we've got, like I said, we've got a lot on this machine. What do I do with my phone? Where do I put my phone? We'll wire in a nice little magnetic charger right there. Looks like it should be there, belong from factory, but something we just do in-house for your phone. Quickly, easily, grab your phone when you want to hop out of the machine. Stereos, depending what you're into, is something that we do here. So this one's got an aftermarket stereo. We can do it in a few different options. The one we like to do that's really popular is maintain the factory look. Kind of have that clean, classic look. So there's aftermarket stereo in this. There's a nice amp hidden behind the passenger rear or driver rear seat, and then a sub. So it's mounted underneath here, so you can just take this down and you can see a little bit. Our friends at AudioLink do our stereo installations from us, and a nice little sub that mounts. I still have full clearance underneath, so I don't know, ever had something long you want to keep inside the cab, it mounts underneath. This is our heated seat, so we have our heated seat wiring that still works with it, and then we can just put the seat down and not have anything in our way. The last and final thing that this unit has, which you can't see, but this one is fully outfitted with additional sound deadening. So what our guys do is they pull off some of the interior parts of the side-by-side, and they use a product called Sound Shield, and they mount it back in the area back here for sound deadening. So it's just kind of a little added touch. We see we're doing it on all brands. Guys just want to make it more quieter like a vehicle, because remember, these are great, amazing machines, all brands are, but they're not like a vehicle yet. So you can add some additional sound deadening to really give you a lot more quieter ride. So that's it. I don't think I missed anything on this unit, but that is a bunch of the options that we see guys take on a side-by-side, and we decided to package it together in one unit that you could come and see everything that you can do. And we haven't even touched on, we do different, when it comes to winter, different tracks, different plows, the nice V plows. There's so much more that we'll shoot some more videos on and show you some other cool things, but this is a lot of the stuff that you can do to your machine. So if you already have one or a different brand and you want to dress it up, or you're looking to buy one already dressed, just give us a call. We can help you out, or you can always go online, www.gtperform.com.